All right. Coming to the stage. Where the DJ at? You know? Oh, damn, we guys got a beatbox then. Coming to the stage, my man. He's one of the best comedians in the city. Plus, he got DVDs on sale. Y'all give it up for my man, Little Daddy.
Give it up for Fred with the bebop. Yeah. How y'all doing tonight at the Beachside?
Yeah.
Man, it's one of them nights. I don't even know what I'm gonna say. I don't know, we got that crazy weather out there, so I'm trying to keep myself alive. I'll be 71 this year.
Yeah. Woo! Yeah.
I'm a survivor of crack cocaine.
Me too. 15 years, Skid Row.
Well, I smoked it for 29 years.
You beat me.
No, I ain't beat you. I was just before you. I was born before you.
That's exactly word.
You probably ain't even old as my oldest daughter.
Smoked 3 balls of crack on Skid Row for 7 years straight.
You did what?
I would vomit blood after a 7-day bender.
Oh, okay.
3 years sober. Woo!
Yeah. Congratulations.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
I got 8 years.
Woo!
But I know crack. Let me tell you how I got involved
Better
with
than
crack.
sex. That's why you don't do it.
Hey, calm down a little bit now. You need your thing, calm down. It's a comedy show. If you ain't gonna get up here and grab the mic, don't be talking. That's what I'm here for, to do the talking for you. You know how you got a lawyer when you go to court? You don't say shit, just whip in my ear and I tell the lies for you.
I love it.
Ain't that how they do it? You know, you lawyer them when they lie for you, then sometimes the lies don't be straight. Yes, I got a comedy show coming up on the 29th of this month. So I'm out here practicing some of the shit that I want to talk about. You know, I work for this job called Nature's Garden. And man, you know what? You got snitches everywhere you go. You ever seen a house nigga bitch that's white? Yeah, they got a white house nigga bitch on the job. So, you know, I had a motherfucker come and tell me that I was on my phone watching a movie. I said, I was on my phone, but I wasn't watching no goddamn movie. If I was watching a movie, I wouldn't have got no work done. But I'm just saying, that goes to show you how, and I really wanted to address the situation. That's how you got motherfuckers in jail for some shit that a motherfucker seen. But by the time they tell the story, it's a story that didn't even have nothing to do with the incident. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So a motherfucker doing time for some shit that he didn't even know about. Because of some shit that this motherfucker said over here. Same shit happened on the job. I said, now the bitch seen from the long distance that somebody else came up to my phone, but it was about the Gin and Juice song. And we were looking for this one part what I thought that it was saying. And I'm gonna tell you what I thought it was saying because I did an open mic not too long ago and we was talking about cocks. So, do a cock come on a male or a female? Cock? Cock. No. Back in the 70s, when I came up, a black woman's pussy was called a cock. Do your research and find out. Back in the 70s, half of you motherfuckers weren't even born.
G-Funk 72, you're right.
I sucked my first pussy in 1976, and we called it a cock. How many of y'all was born in 1976?
I love it.
How many of y'all was born in 1976? That's why you wouldn't know the understanding of a cock. Now, I didn't know nothing about a white guy having a cock until I went to the penitentiary. When I heard a white guy to tell another guy to suck his cock. And I'm saying to myself, man, this mother got a pussy on him? Because that's what I know the cock to be back then. You know what I'm saying? Check this out. Like I said, remember back when they used to throw 2 chickens in the ring? What they call that? A cockfight, right? And ain't nobody even pulled their dick out. But you see 2 cocks out there in the thing, right? You know, the motherfucker over here got shot. What happened? They cocked the gun and then shot the motherfucker. They got another cock. A cock made of steel with a trigger on it. You know what I'm saying? But, like I said, back in the 70s, the black woman, that's what you called her pussy, a cock.
What?
You know, so that's a hell of a cock story, right? You know what I'm saying? So give it up for the cops.
Woo!
Yeah, you know, how many of y'all got children?
I got 5 kids.
You got 5 kids, you got 5 billy goats, huh? You got 5 billy goats?
5 kids.
Well, that's what the fucking billy goat is, a kid, ain't it?
I got Asian kids, I got black kids, I got Thai kids.
You ain't catch up to that shit, huh? But that, you still cracked up. You know what I'm saying? But here goes a joke for you to crack. Like I said, with the kid thing, I said I had children. You know what I'm saying? When I got my niece's children, so I had to one day I had to go to the school because my stepson was acting up. So when I get to the school, they take me up to his classroom. So when I walk in the classroom, I hear the teacher say, "I want y'all to use the word fascinate in the sentence." So this one little young girl raised her hand, and the teacher called on her. She said, "Well, this summer, I went down south to visit my grandfather. He had some sheep on his farm, and they were fascinating." She said, "No, I want you to use the word fascinate." So another girl raised her hand, and she called on the girl. The girl said, "When I went to Vegas this year, and that was my first time ever being out of town, and I was fascinated." She said, "No, I want you to use the word fascinate." So this little boy in the back raised his hand, and the teacher called on him. Said, "My Aunt Curlin got a sweater with 10 buttons on it, but the titties was so big, she wanted to fascinate." So that was one of the jokes. So I'm gonna take y'all back to the time when I was going to school, when the teachers used to ask you some little crazy ass questions like, "What's a good punctuation mark?" And I said, "The period." The teacher said, "Can you explain?" I said, "Well, I don't know, but when my sister misheard, my mom fainted. My dad got mad, and the next door neighbor moved out of town and never returned. So now, my sister's on the Maury show looking for a baby daddy." So I'm just trying to get like a few jokes going on. And where you going? You ain't asked me, can you leave? Where you going? Oh, like that? Okay. Well, anyway, I'm trying to get some jokes. I'm really known. I'm Lil Daddy, y'all. I'm a titty man.
Titty man.
Yeah, I love some titties.
I love it.
You know what? You ain't never even had a titty. I love some titties with a wet ass coochie.
Think open.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, back in my day, I remember the babysitter drew this picture of a person sucking the titty. And she said, "I want you to do whatever you see the picture doing." And I got to suck on her titty. Now, that was back in the 60s, so I've been the titty man ever since. I'm making them grow. I like sucking titties that small, make them grow big. Ain't nothing wrong with a big titty. You know, a lot of things that changed. I'm gonna take y'all back to the time in the 70s when I was coming up. You know, we did shit to where you had to have a lookout man. Do y'all know what a lookout man is? That's what motherfucker, when if I was coming up on you and I was talking to a bro, I would say, "Look out, man, I got this." But the lookout man was the motherfucker that was on the bridge when you was doing the caper. You know what I'm saying? You know, I was a car thief back then. And you know, back then we used to take the tires and shit off the car, so we needed a lookout man. You know what I'm saying? So the lookout man would be down and drop while you doing what you got to do. And I remember one time, the lookout man got fucked up because he didn't look out. For real. This motherfucker ran between 2 cars and got hit. He should have looked out before he ran between the motherfuckers. So that's what happened to the lookout man. He ain't looking out no more. You know, shit, he down on the ground now, he looking up. Yeah, but the lookout man, like I said, you know what? I remember back then when I was a car thief, man, I made a lot of money off of stealing cars. You know what I'm saying? You know, I used to get a stolen car and do what they doing out of the day and drive to school with one of the sharpest motherfuckers in the class. You know what I'm saying? But they doing it different now today. You know, the world is all fucked up. Matter of fact, it was an accident today. The young folks that stole the car in Warrensville Heights. and I think it was on the news, and they was riding around terrorizing folks. And they ran into a dude today that was on the motorcycle. I took a picture of the man. The handlebars was going and everything. Dude was fucked up. But that ain't funny, man. We need to start looking out for ourselves a little bit better, man. You know, make this place a better place to live. You know what I'm saying? You know, like I said, after smoking crack for 29 years, I had to go through this program. You know, when I went through this program, they said if you want to stay sober, you got to change your people, places, and things. And the first thing you want to do is give rid of your drugs and his phone number.
Yeah, I buried it.
Yeah, but I ain't talked to my daughter since. That was my drug dealer. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that shit drugged my ass for a long damn time. But like I said, I've been sober for 8 years, y'all.
God bless you, thank God. By the grace of Jesus.
So 8 years, like I say, 70 years old, I look good as a motherfucker and I feel good. I don't feel bad. So like I say, I got the comedy show coming up on the 29th, man. Y'all come out and give me some support at Sam Silk. I'll be here next week. I have some tickets, and the ticket is $25. But I'm gonna tell y'all how I became a comedian. I had this job working at the pickle factory. And I had this fantasy of sticking my thing in the pickle slicer. Yeah, I worked there 5 or 6 years, man. It was just a fantasy. I would look in every time I would go to work. And I had that fantasy of sticking my thing in the pickle slicer. I even called home and told my wife about it. She said, why would you want to do something like that? What if something happened to her? What am I going to do? I said, honey, it's just a fantasy. So y'all on my AV, I did it. Yeah, I stuck my thing in the pickle slicer. Yeah, I went home and I told my wife, I said, honey, I did it. She said, did what? I said, I stuck my thing in the pickle slicer. She said, what happened? I said, I got fired. She said, no, the pickle slicer. I said, shit, that bitch got fired too. Man, give it up for your whole spread, man.
Yeah! Woo!
Let's keep it going, let's keep it going.
Y'all give it up for Lil Daddy, y'all. Motown. Give it up for the oldest person in the building. Yep, yeah, he old, man. Shit, I'm old too, man. It's 2026 and I'm about to be 50 years old, DJ. Ain't it a bitch? I don't know. Do I